Yeah, so this is where we started yesterday. The first thing that we did was to go to asset library and type try on. Once we type try on, we go to view all and we see all the try on packs that are here. We scroll down and we found out the try on pack for t-shirt. Imported it. Once you import it, it comes here. Okay. Once you see it is here, you close it. Okay. It also comes on the workspace. We don't need it on the workspace yet. Okay. We will want it on our this comes directly to workspace for you to be able to see it. Okay. We don't need it yet. It will not be applied to the person on the preview window. So we will delete it from here. To apply it onto the person, what we do is we go to add new object here. Okay, my workspace, and then add full body mesh. Once we add full body mesh, we see the fiber body form coming in. This is where we will apply the t-shirt on. How do we do that? We click on the body mesh here to open the properties on the side. We go and click on the toggle buttons of the full body mesh, and then on this blue color mesh icon, we click to find that t-shirt try on pack is here. We'll open all the folders, click on it, and there we see the t-shirt coming on the person. The hands will be improper. So to bring it properly, we do A pose. The reason why the hands were improper is because the 3D garment was made in A pose of the avatar, and here it was applied on T pose. So it is important that we change it to the pose it was actually imported from the 3D application. Once we are done with that, we went ahead and we changed the color of it. So for color we can
Sonia, just a second. Can you say from after deleting the
yeah
T-shirt from the
yeah
workspace?
yes
Okay,
I'll
fine,
undo
cool,
and then
thanks.
I'll bring the t-shirt on the workspace. Yep, from this point onwards. Yeah.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah. So the t-shirt comes here by default only for us to be able to see what our asset looks like. This is right now not applied on the person. To be applying it on the person, we need to do more things here. Once you see your asset coming into the pack, to the workspace, after you've seen and you're convinced, you can delete it from here. Now the process starts of applying it onto the person, the preview window. So for that, we need to click on this plus button on my workspace and then select full body mesh. This will actually give us a tracker, a body tracker. What we need is a tracker for the t-shirt to come on this person and all of us behind the camera. So we needed a body tracker. We just imported a body tracker. Under body tracker is body mesh. This is what we make the changes on. So we have a body mesh. This is called the body mesh, the white color plastic figure. On this, we'll apply t-shirt mesh, right? How do we do that? We click on it and then we open the properties on the right. On full body mesh, there will be a toggle button. We click on the toggle button, open another section. In that section, we have to choose a mesh. We click on it and then we open all the folders. This is essentially what has come here, okay, on the asset browser. This is basically that only. We open it and then we click on the t-shirt mesh. The t-shirt comes here. Now it is in T pose, that's why the hands are not proper. The hands are going to be proper once we move it to A pose. We did that and this is correct. Once we're convinced with it, we can collapse the section, and now we work on the material. So yesterday what we did was to change the color. For that, material is required to be changed here. Now that material is basically this section. Okay, so how do we reach again to this section? We click on the toggle menu and we open full inspector. Once we open full inspector, another section will open. There you have the opportunity to change the color of the garment. Once you change the color of the garment, you adjust the metallicness and roughness to bring out a better feel of the garment. Change the t-shirt color and texture. Add a texture also.
Okay. I something wrong. The T-shirt is not coming.
Okay. Tell me what.
I'll share.
Yeah. All right, people. Once we go to the full body mesh and inspect, we open the full inspector panel. We have a place called as texture, right? In this place, what if we added GIFs? Okay, what are GIFs? GIFs are the moving pictures, right? So I have a few GIFs here, and I'll add it and show you how it works. Look, I have a moving picture now. The color is showing red because I had selected red. If I go for this, look. So just for the purpose of fun and because it's digital, you can now start breaking the rules of how you want to put your collection out. Even though in real life your collection might not have moving pictures, but let's say you are doing it for the purpose of social media, creating a buzz about your brand. In that case, you can create a filter, and in that case, your filter can be moving. So any image, right, whatever print that you're putting, let's say you're putting flowers as a print, you can create a GIF of that flower prints, and then you can put it on this person. And for the purpose of creating buzz for your collection, you can start doing things like this as well. I'm preparing you. What if you were to launch a collection? What if you had toys, or what if you had small animals in your print, let's say garment prints? In that case, you can have moving animals, and then moving animals can be put here just to create like an interest in your. The person who will buy a T-shirt will obviously not have moving animals, but this can be a good way to get attraction. And this is what I say when I say add GIFs. So how do you find GIFs? Is you go to Google and find GIFs. That's it. Jiffy, and you will have a lot of moving GIFs. So some GIFs are like singular things, but if you go GIF patterns, you'll have a lot of these things coming, right? So once if let's say I open this, look, it'll have like a print like this, moving print. You can really work with this, and it's not just about replicating the print that you have. You can add, because it's digital medium, you can do it. So you should know how to go about it for that purpose. Yeah. So occluder is basically putting a mask between the T-shirt and your hand. So as soon as you put your hand in front of the T-shirt right now, which I'll show you by putting this person, right? So he's dancing. So when he's dancing, the T-shirt is not coming in, the hand is not coming in front of the T-shirt, but this is not how we do the try on. To be able to put a mask between the hand and the T-shirt, that is called as occluder. Okay. Now where do we find the occluder? Occluder is here in the asset browser. In the asset browser, wherever we are having all our try on everything coming, we will click here plus button, and we will find for something called as occluder. OCCLUDER. Okay. Once you find the occluder, you select it, and it comes here right now. No changes will happen in the scene because it is not yet in my workspace or my scene. Okay. It is right here as an asset only. Next thing that we do is we add another body mesh, like one full body mesh. Okay. This one full body mesh brings another body tracker and another body mesh into the workspace. Okay. We need only one body tracker. Two body trackers are good for two people in the scene. If you want two T-shirts, if two people are coming in the scene and we two people want two different T-shirts, then we need two body trackers. Right now we need one body tracker only. Okay. But this body mesh comes with body tracker. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to first change the name of it. Rename, and we'll do occluder to prevent any confusion. Okay. And we'll rename this to T-shirt. Please keep renaming your things. Okay. So T-shirt. After a point, it'll get very confusing. So this body tracker is for T-shirt and this body tracker is for occluder. Okay. we need one body tracker only because there's only one person in the picture. So what we'll do is we'll drag this occluder and we will put inside first body tracker. Okay, and we will delete the extra additional body mesh. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. Now, when you click on Occluder, the same thing happens. In this case, we do not need to change body mesh or anything because we're not putting another t-shirt. But what we are putting is another material called as Occluder. If you see, the icon of the Occluder looks very much like the material icon here, right? There is a reason why this looks similar to this because it actually goes here. And once, as soon as I just put it and I dragged it here, there is another way of doing it as well. You can click on it, you can open full okay, sorry, my bad. You can where is it? Yeah, you can click on it and you can just click on this and then you can select in Occluder, or you can just drag from here and you can put it here. Once you do that, the moment you do that, you see the t-shirt, the hands are coming in front of the t-shirt now, right? So this is basically a very simple process. It's a 5-step process, but it took me days and days to figure it out how to do it. And that is why I'm so glad that I am able to tell this to you all with so much ease. Okay guys, you all can see your my t-shirt is on the person, but right now we are still able to see the back t-shirt. Selvi, can you mute yourself please? Yeah, thank you. So we have t-shirt at the back of this printed whatever texture we have put, that is the t-shirt there, but we are still able to see the back side of the t-shirt, right? How about trying to erase that? Okay. I would want only the front t-shirt to be seen because it's kind of not adding a very good look to my virtual try on. Okay, so how do we go about deleting that? Okay, backside t-shirt. So there is something we have to basically erase it. So there's something called as an eraser. Just leave everything and watch it. I'll help you the step-by-step process of the same thing. What we're trying to do is we're trying to erase the back t-shirt basically. Okay, so we open the asset library and we'll be finding something called as eraser. Okay, and once we type eraser, we'll be able to see a few eraser effects. We type the eraser post effect in painting. We'll import that. It should come into our workspace. Once that comes into the workspace, we find out, yeah, here it is. Okay, once we open all of this, we'll see a green icon. We put the green icon in the workspace. Right now, so it is erasing the head of the person. Why? Because we have face segmentation. There is something called as segmentation. Segmentation helps you pay attention or put your focus onto the particular part of the body. It could be the face segmentation, it could be the shoe, it could be the hand. We are looking for body segmentation, right? Upper garment segmentation right now. How do we do that? We go to here and it should be opening here, but right now what the script that we have downloaded is only for the face. Nothing to worry about it. We'll go to the asset browser, type segmentation. We'll go to segmentation texture. We'll add segmentation texture into the mix, and what we'll do is we will drag this segmentation texture into the portrait face segmentation, and now we can see instead of body we can actually remove hair if we want to, or we can remove head, or we can remove body, the entire body. In our case, we'll remove the upper garment. So what's happening here is not only, so it is just removing your upper garment. Many people use this to be able to show their garment better. So now if we disable this, oh sorry, my bad. So if we disable this, our t-shirt is still showing at the background. I don't want, because I want my garment to look like that's what my client is wearing, or that's what my viewer is wearing, in which case I'll just go ahead and remove the back side of it, right? This is called segmentation. This is I will be dedicated next few minutes to publishing your lens. Okay, how to go about it? Everybody's with me right now? For that you have
Yeah.
to first, for that you have to first log in. How do you log in is you click on this particular icon here, and you click on it, and then you will ask you for your login details also. I have already put mine. Once you do that, you can continue. Okay, and authentication successful should come. That's when you know that you have logged into this. The next thing is to actually click on publish. So once you click on publish, you will see another window opening. Okay, first what you do is to change the name of the lens. I will call it, let's say, trippy t-shirt. Yeah, this is suppose the name, or you can give any funky fancy name. The best ones are those that have fancy funky names, right? What platform do you want to for it to work? You want it for mobile, web? Spectacles and camera kit right now don't work with it. I'll tell you what these are. Spectacles is what I told you yesterday. What I'll tell you about camera kit in the other half of the class today. Okay, so for now it's good for mobile and web. Okay, then comes the taking the picture part. Okay, so let's say so lens preview, and then there is this icon. There are two pictures that you need to put here, one icon and one lens preview. So icon can be, you could probably take a picture of this and you can put, or whatever you want to put, like say you can import any picture from the internet. For example, let's say I want to put the picture of this particular GIF. I don't have an image. So I put GIF. You need an image. So in what I do, generally what I do, I'll tell you. What I do is I take, I have something called as a snipping tool. Okay, and I kind of take the image of this, right? You can as simply do that, or you can go to the webcam and you can take an image of you wearing it, or you can put your, I'll just close it for now, or you put your own images into the picture, and then you can again do the snipping of it, right? So whatever works out for you. So basically your particular, you wearing it or whoever wearing it kind of image. Okay, so I'll just do the snipping tool for now. This is basically taking a screenshot of whatever, so yeah, this one, and I save it, whatever. Okay, and then when I go to publish, I can actually do the icon import, this one. It tells me to choose whichever section I want to be seen in the circle. So I do this and it's come here, right? Lens preview is basically a video, okay? A video of somebody wearing it. So when you click on this plus button, it auto generates some videos for you, or else you can use your own video. Again, you can record your own video. Yeah, so it is giving me some examples of how it has to be a video basically. So see, this video will probably go up there. Once I'm convinced with this, I can click on publish. It will do that, and it will now take me to my Snapchat account on the web. Okay, once that happens, it asks you to select an organization. You can make your own organization. I have already a folder, so your organization will be basically your login account name. Okay, then asks you to make a folder. I have made a folder which is called fashion. If not, you can create a new lens folder. create the lens folder, okay, and then otherwise I'll go back, whatever lens folder is there, you submit lens. Once you click on submit lens, it will be under review, so it does not accept it as it goes through its whole reviewing process. If the filter is suitable, if the filter is not offensive, it has some country guidelines also, it does all of that, and then it kind of selects. Okay, choose category. It asks you to choose category. Let's say I choose whatever, right? There are many options from there. You can choose clothing. I didn't really do that. And then under clothing, secondary characteristics will be, let's say, moods. Yeah, it can be appearance or something like that. You can go ahead and choose. And tags. So basically, what are these tags? These tags are those things that allows searchability of your product. Like how hashtags are there on Instagram, same way. So when I type on Snapchat, if I type fashion, yours should come, or if I type t-shirt, yours should come. So you can add up to 8 tags. So let's say I add fashion, whatever, right? So basically you have to be mindful about this if you want your searchability, because this kind of increases your chances of being found. So many filters are there on Snapchat, so that's it. Okay, and it also gives you tags of the month. So what tags do you want to put? So these are the popular tags that are there. Okay, that's that. And then what are the scan triggers? This is basically what do you want it to what do you want a trigger that is coming in front of the camera. Something has to trigger your thing, filter coming. So it has to be a person in this case, right? So we can do person, and that's it. Like sometimes it can be, if it's a hat, let's say if it's glasses. Okay, if I've created glasses, right now it's person, which is applicable. What if it was glasses? So I want glasses to come on the cat also, and come on the dog also, and come on person also. So in that case I can add up to three triggers. In this, one trigger makes sense. Once I do that, I can publish. It asks me, do you want it public, you want it hidden, you want it offline? You can go ahead and do it public and then publish it. Yeah, your thing will get approved, and then it will come. So it's saying it typically takes up to 1 to 3 hours for your lens to be available. We will notify when your lens is ready. So you do that, and then we will see your lens. Once your lens is online, you do this process. Once your lens is online, you share your lens ka photo or whatever link on group, like how Vrishti did. You guys go ahead and do that as well. Yeah. In case of you, Vrishti, you can actually upgrade your existing lens. Okay, so when you
मैंने वही किया.
so you can actually you know how to go about it, right? So
हाँ, उसमें ऑप्शन था कि you can either
upgrade.
upload or
हाँ,
upgrade,
अगर
so I
आप
choose upgrade.
करेक्ट, अगर आपने एक लेंस पहले एक बार बनाया है, if you made one lens in already and then you're trying to publish it, asks you to upgrade it, you can go ahead and do that as well, and it will take you back to your thing, Lens Studio, saying it's done. Go ahead and do this publishing thing. Anybody faces any problem in this while, let me know, I'll help you. Once you're done with publishing, we'll move on to another thing that's called activating camera kit. So I will talk a bit about what's camera kit, and we'll activate it. We need to activate it. Yeah, so now next thing that we want to do is to activate our camera kit. Okay, one moment, I'm not sharing my screen. Yeah, so the next thing is to activate camera kit. For that, you first need to understand what is camera kit and why is it important. When you were publishing, something called as camera kit came in, right? So you want to publish your lens for mobile if you are logged into Snapchat with mobile. Then the second option was web, if you are logged into Snapchat using web. The third was spectacles. Let's say you've logged into Snapchat using spectacles, which is the device of Snapchat that is yet to be launched. They're going to launch it, so they're already pushing it out for those people who are practicing on Snapchat. Then on spectacles. And the fourth option was camera kit. Now let's say I have my brand, okay, where I have a collection, and I am trying to put my collection out there. Okay, let's say I have made I work with Flow 3D. I have made my garments in Flow 3D. I have taken those garments and brought it into Lens Studio. Now I have made lenses out of it, 4, 5, 6 lenses out of it. Now let's say you want your customer to try out these garments on them. Let's say your customer wants to try out these garments on them, or you want it. What you will have to do is, ideally you will make them log into Snapchat, okay, and then you will share the lens on them. That's what brands have been doing. Artifact and all of that I talked about yesterday, they did this. They published it on Snapchat itself. So they did this, all this process, and then they published it, and then people on Snapchat tried their shoes. But let's say I don't want my client who's coming to the store, I have, so you have a store, you have a garment, and then you have a virtual try on feature also in the store. Let's say you want them to try out these lens. Now you don't have, they don't want to download Snapchat, and you have it only on Snapchat. How do you bridge this gap? Okay, not everybody will download Snapchat to only try your things, right? You all also just downloaded Snapchat, so that's not a possibility. What do is you bring the lenses onto your website. You have your own website and you bring your these lenses to your website. The channel between bringing the website to the lenses to this website is called as camera kit. Basically, camera kit is a channel which allows the lenses to come from Lens Studio to your website directly, not having to go through Snapchat. It is not possible for you to ask people to download Snapchat only to be seeing your product, because that's not how sales will work. You added an additional step. So basically, you make your own website and you work with your website in such a way that the lens directly comes to your website. Now, if you have your e-commerce site where you, let's forget the store also. Let's say you have an e-commerce website where you put your collection and then you want somebody to try out your collection. You've made a lens out of it. How do you put it on your website? That's camera kit basically. To work with camera kit, you need to first activate camera kit going to Snap's website. Activating camera kit requires a few days. It does not give you instant like access to camera kit. That's why you need to do it today, so that once we activate today, we'll go ahead in the future classes. Once it's activated, we will be able to work with it. A small amount of coding is going to be required. I will help you do the process. There is a bit of coding. It might take 1 or 2 classes. Like, it might not be done in 3 hours. It can be probably requiring 3 hours or more. Okay, so that coding bit and all of that is coming later. But for all of this to work, your camera kit should be activated in the first place. Okay, today we'll be activating it, and it will take a few days to be activated, and then we'll be ready to work with this. I hope I have been able to explain the whole thing to you, what is camera kit and how to go about it. Now I will tell you how to activate it. I'm sharing my screen. You go to Google and you go to developers.snap.com. okay, once you click on it, you will have a website coming in where there will be camera kit. You can click on the camera kit and you will have to activate SDK. Once you click on activate SDK, it will take you to another page. Right? Now here they will ask you to select the app which you have just created, and you have to check the initial version. Okay, and then check on these boxes and enable. Go for it, do this much. I'm not sure if my screen will be the same as yours, because I have been working with camera kit for a while and my things will look different because I'm already a member, right? Yours might be a little different. So one of you share your screen. Swati, can I ask you to share your screen and then work with it so that everybody sees how it goes for the first timer?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I've already started doing it. Shall I close and go to
Yes,
developers
please.
again?
Yes, please. Everybody, please follow
Yeah.
this thread. Yeah. Go to developers.snap.com.
Wait, sorry, because I had already done that. Okay.
Yeah. So on top, yeah, learn more, or on top there are, in the menu bar also there is camera kit. You can click on any.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And once you reach this point, you activate SDK.
Hmm.
Yeah, select an app, no data. So for me, there was already an app
Yeah.
because I had done it. For you, you'll have to create one. So you can create an app.
Okay.
Yeah, what app? What is the name of the app you want to call it? Your brand name, whatever.
Okay. The same.
Yeah, you can keep it for mobile. How do you want your? Where do you want it to go? On mobile or on web, basically. So we'll keep it for mobile unanimously, all of us. Yep. Create an app. Yeah, for version, click on the version down. Yeah, initial version. Everybody should be able to see this initial version. Check on the boxes that has, yeah, yeah, and then enable. Correct. Go for it. Cool. All right, everybody. You take us. Uh, can you bookmark this page for later use?
I don't use Safari much, so let me figure out how to bookmark this. Mm, mm.
Or else you can copy the link of this particular
Yeah.
page and just save it somewhere so that you can access it later.
Yes. Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
so
seeing
what we
some.
need is we
Oh,
need,
okay.
yeah, so we need these three links that you are seeing here: demo lens group ID, staging API token, and production API token. So all of these particular three things that are showing on the page, IDs and tokens, you need it for later when you're working with camera kit. So that's what we are actually aiming to get. Once you have this, you can save this link somewhere, everybody, or either bookmark the page or save it so that
Mm.
later on when we can access to this. It is going to be one of the
Yeah.
final last few chapters, and it's going to be extremely daunting and difficult. I'm already preparing you for it, but this is the only way to go about uh, putting a lens on your personal websites. If you have your own individual websites where you want to put try on feature, then this is the only way to go about it.